Um, I've been playing basketball since probably grade one, but didn't take it. I didn't acknowledge my skills until maybe grade three, and after that, it's just been about basketball. Just love the game. I love the NBA part of it. I used to study the game, study these NBA players. Sit in the library reading these books about these players, studying the game, watching these players and all that. Playing on teams, doing my best, whatever you wanted, outside, in the cold, in the rain, in the snow, playing at night, having to walk home miles away just to play basketball. So I love this game. The things I did for this game, I loved it. I don't regret it at all. There were times where I'd play basketball in the cold and I'd get frostbite. And I say I would never do that again. And yet here I go again, doing the same thing again and again and again and again. I've coached. I've won, say, maybe four championships as a player. I've won quite a few medals, few championships as well. I just love the game, love teaching it. But recently, I just lost that passion for it. Um, I lost the passion NBA wise, as a culture, as playing, as coaching. I think it started when I tore my Achilles. I was starting to get back into things, starting to get back into it. I was feeling good, and then it happened. And for say 4 years, 5 years, I couldn't play. I mean, I could shoot around and play by myself fine, but to play a game, it would hurt. Then I developed, you know, severe planters where I couldn't walk, couldn't run. And for I think it happened in 2020. So from 2020 to 2026, I've I really I can't say I haven't played, but I think I've only played maybe 2 to 3 games, and maybe majority of those games I was in pain. I couldn't really run. Every time I thought I was ready to play, I would test it out and I would hurt. Even when I was just shooting around by myself, it would just hurt. And I can't play anymore. I really want to play. I really wanted to join a men's league. I really wanted that back to get back into the things, but couldn't because of the injury. And so for 4 6 years, I'm rehabbing and treating myself, and finally now that I feel a lot better where I can actually play a bit. I'm still not at where I used to be, but I lost that passion. I've even coached to two straight championships, to final games, things like that, and passion's like not there. And I've been, sort of team hopping, trying to find that team to get it back, and I can't find it. I In the last, what, 20 years, 4 years, I've tried at least one, two, three, maybe 5 teams. I've helped to coach at least maybe 5 teams, and due to, like, I guess, politics, them not answering back or whatever, and things like that, and me kind of quitting and giving up, and then I've lost that passion to play the game. I lost passion in basketball in general. It's just not there anymore. I used to breathe, sleep basketball. I thought, I would die on the basketball court playing basketball. But right now, it's like I don't see that happening. And I want to continue coaching at least or playing, but it's just not there anymore. It's just not there. It's not there. And NBA wise or professional wise, it's not good anymore. When I was like back in grade 3 to like grade 6 or whatnot, I could name almost every player on the team, on every team. I knew where players played, previous teams. I knew some of their college teams. I knew the rosters of almost all 30 teams. I knew, the history of teams and the cities they used to play in. I knew all that. But today, you ask me who plays for any team, it's like, I don't know. I really don't know. I can't name them anymore compared to where I was. The fact that I could name the 500 players in the league at what, grade 6, to now where I could only name the the LeBrons, the Lucas, and that's about it. There's a few others, but that's it. It's like I knew like 99% of the players in the league once, and now I only know like 2%. And you tell me a name of who's in the NBA, I'd be like, who's that? Who? Like, who? Really? Who? Like, I don't know these people anymore. I don't really care for NBA because I know it's scripted and rigged and it's stupid now. I mean, it was always rigged and stupid, but now it just looks really stupid. It was always rigged. No, looking back, it was always rigged. From the George McKinnon days, it was rigged. I think probably before that, it was scripted. So wait, let's talk about George McKinnon for a second, and then the scripted NBA, or was it the BAL? Whatever. Nevertheless, it's a business. These games are rigged and scripted. It's a gambling thing. It's the way to put asses in the seat. George McKinnon, this guy was huge back in the day. This guy was huge. Like he was like when you look at him, like he was your face of the league. He was your mascot. He was your draw. He was like your Hulk Hogan back in the day. So what are they gonna do? They're gonna make him win. He keeps winning. People are going to see him. He keeps winning. People will go and see him. He was the draw. And you can barely name any other players that were in this era who played in this era. Probably the Bob Cousy's a little later, but he was the face of the league. People wanted to see him. No homo, but this guy was a good-looking guy. He's tall, looks like a giant. The women would want to go and see this guy. So what do? You let him win. You keep letting him win. You make him look unstoppable. You script it and be like, hey, you can't do this for him. You got to do this. Let's do this. There's your face of the league. This guy had it all. He was the draw. So the NBA, they found their thing that worked. And after him was the Bill Russells. And after that, it was probably the Creams a little bit. And then Magic. And then Jordan. All scripted because they realized they have to have a face of the league. The draw. They can put the asses in the seats. Just like the WWE. They have to have that draw, that guy that'll put asses in the seats. So they're gonna have that guy, and they're gonna make him win a lot. Sometimes they have those two guys, Magic and Bird, and they're gonna put asses in the seats. But even now, since the league is the league is still scripted, the league has been established. It's like the league can sell itself now, even though it's so shitty and crap. LeBron doesn't have to win anymore. And he's still going to put asses in the seats. LeBron can be hated. He's still going to put asses in the seats. It's still rigged and scripted. If the NBA was doing very poorly and etc., I think LeBron will win way far more. Way, way more. Tim Duncan. Again, this league was always been scripted. Always been scripted. Due to many reasons, many narratives. This guy won 5 championships, and this was a time when the league was, you know, going through that gangster thug era a little bit. And what do they do in order to keep a positive, um, face or a representation of the league? Is you get the most calmest, coolest, relaxed, not really edgy guy to win, and that goes with Duncan. I'm not taking anything away from this guy. He can play. The teams that he had, you look at them, they weren't actually the best teams ever, but they had to make the Spurs win to make sure their image looks good for other sponsors, other millionaires, billionaires, people. They look and say, "Hey, Duncan is the face of the league. He's winning all the time. Hey, let's sponsor this. Let's support this." But if you had people like, let's say, again, Allen Iverson was one of my favorite players back in the day. Had someone like Iverson winning all the time, like Duncan, and being the way he was, it would make the league look bad. I'm saying this in a business standpoint. The reason why Iverson struggled because the league didn't like the way Iverson you know uh you know represented himself either on the court or off the court. They didn't want that. They didn't want that. That's why teams like the Spurs won so many times. So yeah, the game's always rigged and scripted. There was a story that Rasheed Wallace said that they the reason why they lost in 2005 was because, hey, they had a bad image and they didn't want that to be the focal point of the league. They didn't want other people looking at that because it looked bad to them in their way. So that's why, again, the league is scripted. That's why they had Duncan win, because Duncan is the most calmest, the most coolest player ever of all time. Like Duncan, you don't hear anything bad or negative about Duncan. But every other player, around this time, there was always something going on. And the NBA didn't want this kind of image. They didn't want it. That's why Iverson, struggled. So they gave Iverson a hard time. And other players, to say the least. Unless you're like selected, like LeBron is. I know I'm going off topic here, but like LeBron, he was selected from birth. From birth. Maybe not even by birth, but as a young child, he was selected. They knew what they were doing. They wanted this guy to be the face of the league, and he's done that. The most points, always the most assists. He's broken almost every record now. He's been in the league for 21 years? This is not, organic. This is all done by design. This is all done by design. He's picked. He's picked. Is he that great? I've never really watched the LeBron game. I don't think I ever watched him play before. I've seen highlights, but haven't actually watched a game of him play. But again, he's selected for this. He works. He sells. He can make people hate. Look what he did when he was going to Miami. Look what he did. He can make people hate you. He can make people love you. He still puts ass in the seats. He can still generate millions for the league. He still does. If he didn't, they wouldn't have him here anymore. He's only here. Okay, LeBron isn't staying in the league by choice. I believe LeBron is not staying in the league by choice. This is all done by design. The guy has so much money. Who cares about a stupid ring that's scripted anyways? Who cares about these bogus stats and playing? Who cares? He has so much money. He makes other money from other things. Who cares? Do you think all these billionaires and all people like that, they care about these single games? No. They're out there making money. They don't care about these games. These owners, they don't really care about the winning. I mean, winning does help generate more money, but at the end of the day, they're all about making that money. They don't care about their rings or all this other crap. I think LeBron really cares about these rings? No. He may say he does because that's all part of the whole thing. The whole illusion. It's an illusion to make you think he cares. I don't think he cares. There probably was a time when he did, but this is all an act. He doesn't care. He's so rich. Why would he care about these silly games or about people who don't even know him? Like people, waste so much time and energy on this guy. Who cares? He doesn't care. It's not by organically. He's been picked and forced. He's been forced to stay in the league. He has no choice. All the records, all the stats, they're all done by design. But anyway, I know I'm going off topic, but I've lost my passion for the game of basketball. Playing as a culture, NBA wise, as coaching, there's just nothing left. And I've tried, just trying to get back into shape and playing the game again. But I tried the coaching thing, but it's like there's nothing left. But I'm debating it. I think I'm gonna try one more time next year to coach. And if there's actual passion there, then hey, great. I'll just in a slope. But if there isn't, I'm done with the game, man. There's just nothing left, and I don't want to continue to force something that's not there. This is a game where I froze my hands. I froze. Played at night, in rain traveled, did like 3 basketball camps in a summer, on the bus by myself. I put the work in for this. I put the work in for this. I did. For basketball, for love of the game, but now it's like I lost that passion of it. I lost the passion. And now I could kind of relate to why so many um, pro athletes get fat after like playing. Like a lot of pro athletes just um seem to get fat after playing. Um Excuse me. Yeah, a lot of pro athletes after they retire, a lot of them just get fat. Like I can't find what I'm looking for, but a lot of pro athletes do get fat after retiring, and I guess after you're done playing, it's like, and I guess you kind of semi lose the passion. I guess you've been playing for so long, and it's like, um, you kind of just give up. You give up. There's nothing left in the tank, so you just kind of, settle. And that's what I'm kind of going through. It's like I'm not getting fat or anything. It's just, you're kind of settling. I mean, all you know is basketball. So, like, what are you going to do? It's like after they retire, all they know is playing that game. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? And it's not frustrating. I'm still doing good, still living, but it's just, I'm trying to find, I don't know. It's just I just have this relationship with basketball, man. This is a long relationship with basketball where you can't just shrug and leave, I can't just say, oh well, I'm done playing. And I playing since what, grade 3, probably grade 1. The grind, teams, the love of the game, studying the game. I used to look at these NBA players as gods, as basketball gods, and still to this day, I look at them as basketball gods. And every time one of them goes, man, it hurts though. It hurts to see one go because I always thought that they would always live forever. But knowingly, a lot, still go. But it's like I love this game. There's a relationship with this game, and it's hard to just leave this game. If I had just like left the game and not look back, it'd be kind of a strange relationship. But I spent my whole life playing this game, studying this game, so leaving the game is it's hard to do. But anyways, and leave it there. Let the lightning be your sword, and the sun be your shield.